welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. Today we're going to be going over the Retribution Paladin for Battle for Azeroth. The Retribution Paladin has gone through a couple of changes, nothing major. It feels a little bit less clunky now. I'll go ahead and tell you that from the beginning. So what we're going to do is jump into the abilities, we'll look at all the talents, and we'll go through a basic rotation so you can see how it's going to work in real time. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Gotta go to the abilities. First thing you have is Avenging Wrath. This is your wings. It looks great. It's awesome. Call upon the light to become an avatar of Retribution, increasing your damage, healing, and critical strike chance by 20% for 20 seconds. Next you have Blades of Justice. It generates 2 holy power on a 9-second cooldown. Pierces an enemy with a blade of light, dealing 2,948 physical damage. Your Blessing of Freedom. Blesses a party or raid member, granting immunity to movement and parrying effects for 8 seconds. Blessing of Protection. Blesses a party or raid member, granting immunity to physical damage and harmful effects for 10 seconds. Cannot be used on target with Forbearance, and it causes Forbearance for 30 seconds. Cleanse Toxins. Cleanse a friendly target, removing all poison and disease effects. Don't forget you have that. Even as Retribution, you can always dispel. Crusader Strike. Strike the target for 1100 physical damage, generates 1 holy power, and you have 2 charges with a 5.1 second recharge. It's your main filler spell. Divine Shield. This is your Pally bubble. Grants immunity to all damage and harmful effects for 8 seconds. Also causes Forbearance. Divine Steed. Leap atop your charger for 3 seconds, increasing movement speed by 100%. Usable indoors or in combat. There you go. Divine Storm. Costs 3 holy power. Unleash a whirl of divine energy, dealing 970 holy damage to all nearby enemies. Flash of Light. Expend a large amount of mana to quickly heal a friendly target for 3,668. That's just a nice heal that you can put on. Greater Blessing of Kings. Place a powerful blessing on a single ally for 1 hour, granting a shield that absorbs to 880 damage every 6 seconds. Greater Blessing of Wisdom. Place a powerful spell on a single ally for 1 hour, restoring 1% of their maximum health and mana every 10 seconds. Do not forget that you have these. Hammer of Justice. Stun the target for 6 seconds on a 1-minute cooldown. Hand of Hindrance. Burdens an enemy target with the weight of their misdeeds, reducing movement speed by 70% for 10 seconds. It is on a 30-second cooldown. Hand of Reckoning is your taunt on an 8-second cooldown. You have your Judgment. Generates 1 holy power on a 10-second cooldown. Judges the target, dealing holy damage and causing them to take 25% increased damage from your next ability that costs holy power. Don't forget that. You cast that before you use a holy power spender. Lay on Hands. Heals a friendly target for an amount equal to your maximum health. Cannot be used on target with Forbearance. Rebuke. It's your Interrupt. It's on a 15-second cooldown. Redemption is your single target res. Shield of Vengeance is a 2-minute cooldown. It is your damage reduction cooldown. Creates a barrier of light that absorbs 8,000 damage for 15 seconds. When the shield expires, it bursts to inflict holy damage equal to the total amount absorbed, divided among all nearby allies. So just remember, 15 seconds, you can time it right. It still works on bosses, still works on trash. You just gotta time it good. Templar's Verdict. 3 holy power. Unleashes a powerful weapon strike that deals holy damage to an enemy target. That's talent. That's talent. Here's your passive, Heart of the Crusader. You move 20% faster while mounted. This does not stack with other movement speed increasing effects. Mastery Hand of Light. Increases your holy damage done by 43%. And then Retribution. When any party or raid member within 40 yards dies, you gain 20% increased damage done and 30% reduced damage taken for 10 seconds. Doesn't mean go kill people to get things done. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the talents so we can see how we can change things around. Alright, you have Zeal. Judging a foe empowers you with Holy Zeal, causing your next 3 attacks to occur 50% faster and deal an additional 176 holy damage. Righteous Verdict. Templar's Verdict increases the damage of your next Templar's Verdict by 15% for 6 seconds. Execution Sentence. Costs 3 holy power on a 30-second cooldown. Calls down the Light's punishment upon an enemy target, dealing 2,000 holy damage and increasing the target's holy damage taken from your attacks by 20% for 12 seconds. Just remember, you only have a 12-second window. It's on a 30-second cooldown. Make sure you have full holy power so you can just go on a rampage there. Level 30. Fires of Justice. Your Crusader Strike's cooldown is reduced by 1 second, and Crusader Strike has a 15% chance to make your next ability consume 1 less holy power. Blades of Wrath. Your auto attacks have a chance to reset the cooldown of Blades of Justice. Hammer of Wrath hurls a divine hammer that strikes an enemy for holy damage, only usable on enemies that have less than 20% health or while you are empowered by Avenging Wrath. Remember, Avenging Wrath is your wings, it's on a short cooldown. Pop that, you can start throwing out your whole Hammer of Wrath, which hits really hard, and it's instant. And it generates a holy power. Don't forget that. Fists of Justice. Each holy power spent reduces the remaining cooldown on Hammer of Justice by 2 seconds. Repentance. Force an enemy target to meditate, incapacitating them for 1 minute. Usable against humanoids, demons, undead, dragonkin, and giants. Blinding Light. Emits dazzling light in all directions, blinding enemies within 10 yards, causing them to wander disoriented for 6 seconds. Non-holy damage will break the disorient effect. Now, one thing you gotta remember, they will walk around disoriented. That means you can use it as an AoE interrupt. Don't forget that. But it is on a 1.5 minute cooldown, so only use it when you need it. Divine Judgment. Each enemy hit by an ability that consumes holy power increases damage of your next judgment by 15%, stacking up to 15 times. Consecration. Consecrate the land beneath you, causing holy damage over 6 seconds to enemies who enter. It also generates 1 holy power. Here is your artifact ability that you no longer have, is Wake of Ashes. Lash out at your enemy, dealing radiant damage to all enemies within 12 yards in front of you, and reduce their movement speed by 50% for 5 seconds. Demon and undead enemies are also stunned for 5 seconds. Cavalier. Divine Steed now has 2 charges. Unbreakable Spirit. Reduces the cooldown of your Divine Shield, Shield of Vengeance, and Lay on Hands by 30%. Eye for an Eye. Surround yourself with a bladed bulwark, reducing physical damage taken by 35%, and dealing 434 physical damage to any melee attackers for 10 seconds. Level 90. You got Selfless Healer. Judgment reduces the cast time of your next flash of light by 33%, and increases its healing done to others by 10%, stacking up to 3 times. You can put that on there. You can throw out some nice flash heals that cost you no mana. So that's real nice to do. You can help out your healer there. Justicar's Vengeance. Focus holy energy to deliver a powerful weapon strike that deals holy damage and restores equal to the damage done. Damage increased by 50% when used against a stunned target. Word of Glory. Costs 3 holy power. Heals the 3 most injured ally targets within 30 yards for 8,000. That's a big heal. Got a 1 minute recharge. Costs 3 holy power with 2 charges. Divine Purpose. Your abilities that consume holy power have a 20% chance to make your next ability that consumes holy power free. Crusade. This replaces your Avenging Wrath, increases your damage done in haste by 3% for 25 seconds. Each holy power spent during Crusade increases damage done in haste by an additional 3%, in maximum of 10 stacks. Inquisition is back. Costs 1 to 3 holy power. Consume up to 3 holy power to increase your damage done and haste by 8%. Lasts 15 seconds per holy power consumed. If you want to keep that buff up, you can do that. Let's have a basic build right here where you're going to be trying to back-to-back Templar's Verdict as much as possible. Resetting Blades of Wrath. Just a basic CC. You got Wake of Ashes for generating 5 holy power. And then you got Divine Purpose to give you free ones so you can try and get those extra Templar's Verdicts. So we're going into a basic rotation. So you can see we have 0 holy power. What you want to do is you want to run in, Wake of Ashes, Judgment, do a Templar's Verdict, Crusader Strike, Templar's Verdict. And try to get as many Templar's Verdicts out in a row as you can. So that way they're all in that window. I'll pop our wings here. See, we're doing pretty good damage. Just a basic rotation. Here's Divine Storm. Just for fun. And there you go. Now, if you're going to be doing AoE, look at these guys over here. There's Justice. Just replace Divine Storm. Just replace your Templar's Verdict with Divine Storm, then you can just continue on your way. A single target used a Templar's Verdict. For AoE, use Divine Storm. You can see it costs 3 holy power as well. There you go. That's your basic rotation for the Holy Paladin. Not Holy Paladin, the Retribution Paladin. And it's shaping up pretty nice so far for Battle for Azeroth, so if you play a Paladin, you play Retribution, I think you'll be thoroughly pleased. And just want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to follow the stream. It is twitch.tv/venison85. During the stream, we do give giveaways for mounts and pets and cosmetic transmogs, things like that that are from the Blizzard store. So, do want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.